Alright, hello everyone. I'm going to be starting out, like usual, with the French TD here. Tonight, I'll be platooning, for around first 2 hours or so. Might go a little bit less if, I think I need to grind a few more tanks, but feel free to request tanks like usual. Nice to see a lot of you guys here already. Yeah, hopefully we get some good maps with, especially this thing tonight. Since I'm going to be trying to grind as much experience as possible with this thing. Especially tonight since I can go a little bit later. I'll be streaming till at least 10 p.m. So, hello Andrew and Wolfie Wolf. Nice to see you. Long time no see. Alrighty, so hi Riley. Hopefully Levi calms down a little bit. He's already been begging pretty hard today. I think he's a little spoiled. We found a little like play wheel that we can throw in the backyard. We kind of lost it for a little bit, but we found it again today, and he's been begging extra hard to play today. I don't think I can be spotted right now, just with where I am compared to some of these, but it would be nice to... Okay, maybe I'm spotted now. Thank you, M41. Real pal. Yeah, I think I fixed the... I was editing around the default commands, what they return to you guys, so everything should be fixed now. Yeah, honestly, the guy, I'm pretty sure the developer, English might not be his first language. I'm not entirely sure, but just looking on like the back end of stuff for me, there's a lot of, stuff lost in translation sometimes. So, please, no, don't move. This is going to be iffy if I can get this. No. KV4 is at it again. I can't hit him right here, but I think other people can. Crap, I'm spotted again, of course. Hello, John. Nice to see you. Yes, we really, we need someone over here. I would head over there, however, this thing doesn't exactly fight very well. And that's... I was gonna go help him, but... not anymore. Don't want to get myself, especially with heat. Yeah. Pretty much not auto pen me, but yeah, fairly sorry VK. It sucks, but yeah, this is all gonna start crumbling down a little bit. The T-54, he can almost auto-pen me with the heat round across the whole front of my tank. And yeah, this E-75, I don't think he's paying too much attention here. Just the weak spots when people get close up to this thing, they're fairly easy to hit. Yeah. Unfortunately, like angling and wiggling a little bit doesn't really do too much to conceal it. At least our team's still doing pretty decent on the other side, but nah, already got me. Oh well. I missed a few too many shots in the beginning. I could have had a lot more damage, but oh well. Hello, Yosef. It kind of did nice couple, yeah. Dean, as far as the stream settings, really it comes down to it takes a very long time to figure out what works specifically for you. It may, like, the main thing to tweak is figure out what resolution works best for how much download, upload, mainly upload speed you have. Like, I do 1080p, 30 frames per second. My my connection, technically I can do 1080p 60 frames per second, but I'd rather bump the frame rate or the FPS down. That way I can basically make it a little bit clearer and raise the bit rate up. If that makes sense. It looks better at 30 frames instead of 60. But really it just comes down to a lot of testing. There's nothing, you know, that I really can, you know, say to help you. I know it sounds I don't mean to be mean, it's just it takes a lot of tweaking to figure out. That's why, you know, you make, if you're doing it on YouTube, you make them all private. You just test and change things around till it works. That's how I did it. But there's a ton of guides out there of people with videos that explains it more in depth. I'm definitely not the end all be all as far as information goes, because I just kind of tinker around with things until it works. Yeah, I saw that Wolfie Wolf with Blitz. Honestly, Blitz or console, whatever it is, honestly, that it looks, I think it's retarded that they're adding missiles into whatever version of World of Tanks it is. At least it looks like we're gonna win this, unless this T-28 prototype pulls something out. Alright, up after this is the T-125 though. Which I'll probably, you know, like I said, I'm gonna go to about 10 p.m. tonight, my time, so about 3 hours. I might go a hair bit over, but I can't go too much past that. I just have to, it's nothing bad, I just need to pop back over to the work after the stream to do something since I'm off, so I don't mind, you know, everyone can request a tank, you know. We'll say try to use the tank request command, because exclamation point request. Pretty sure he needs a reset. Yeah. But for anybody that does want a platoon, you know, shoot me a message. If you don't have every tier, I will say, you know, it can be hard for me to, you know, platoon if you don't have, like, say, all the way up to 10. But I will try to fit you in, you know, at least for a match or so if you don't have every tier. It might just be a little bit later on when towards the end of when I'm platooning. It's just difficult, you know, you know, say you only have like up to tier 6 or something. I'll still, you know, play a game or two and platoon with you if you'd like. It's just, you know, it's hard to have people drop out, drop back in, stuff like that, so. No, I didn't really do the clips. I kind of, yeah, I kind of took a peek at it right after I got out of work, but it was a little cloudy here. But honestly, not to say I was I like nature stuff, but I was a little bit annoyed at it because there was a lot of people I was working with, and they're all like trying to run out and look at it and everything, and like kind of cooking here, guys. Like, let's fit, because you know it happened like for us in New Jersey. It was like 2:45 when like the best time was, and we leave at, yeah, I left at like 2:55 today. I got out basically, you know, our end time's usually 3. I typically get out a little bit later, but it's like I just want to go home. Like, but hello, I think that's T Lego or Tiego. E5 discount this weekend? I'm not sure it would be a discount. I would say your best bet would be potentially Labor Day, but I don't think they usually do big discounts then. Yeah, it's like with platooning, yeah, I always say I don't mind platooning with anybody. I don't care about stats or anything. It's just the main thing is ever since Wargaming put the you have to be same tier rule into effect, it just, you know, it makes it a little bit hard if you don't have every tier. That's the only kind of like kicker right now. Not by choice, but it's just really difficult to keep things moving on the stream otherwise. Because at least before, say someone had up to like tier 7, I could still play tier 8s, like a preferential 8, something like that, where I wasn't just locked into, say, one tier and one tier alone. Hello, Victor and Dana. Let's say my team is falling into the Camp T, not T2, C2 trap. So I guess I'm just gonna throw it on my shoulders here and hope they don't pen me. As far as this one little area, like I'm definitely not gonna be able to do as much as I need to in this spot. But we have so many people camping, you don't have the best shots out of the 2 line. Like, it's not a bad spot to be, but you definitely can't put that many people there because there's only so many shots you can, you know, muscle out of there. Ah, I missed that. I really needed to hit him. But this Kronwagen's moving up. That's not good. Hopefully some people chuck some HE at him. I don't want to switch back to heat, just because that IS-7, he's giving me shots, but he's angling in a way that I'm hitting his side armor, to where heat's actually the worst round for me to actually shoot him, even though it has the most penetration. I'm better off just sticking with AP, because I can pen him every time doing that. Alright. E57's trying to nudge him out, it looks like. I'm just waiting for, well, the mouse to move out and get shot. I don't really have low HP, but I can basically die very quickly here, because they, you know, they have a few tanks here to where I could get hit like 2 times in a row quickly. But I think I'm gonna swap over to a heat round. Alright. Mouse. Mouse, mouse, mouse. Let me move. And I'm just gonna wiggle my way over here. Granted, this eye is so lord. This is not good, actually. We just got... You gotta love it. We just got flanked from behind because our lovely people camping, they still can't... Yeah, I'm dead. Like, seriously. The people back here, like, especially this bat chat, he's running away. Like, you literally just let them drive up without spotting a thing. And, yeah. That's, that's not good. Yeah, I did see the JPZ 100's on track. See, that's one tank to where I do want to go up that tank line someday. Just gotta finish all the grinds I have now, which is a little bit too many. I'm getting, it's gonna be, I would say, over the next, like, I'm getting the AMX 50 Foch B, which, yeah, once it changes from the 155, but after that, you know, I would say it's going to be another, like, week to 2 weeks to where I'll basically be very close, if not finishing basically a tier 10 a week almost. Like, at this point, a lot of tanks I'm within like 120,000 on some of them experience, so I can tend just doing, you know, 1 to 2 matches, hopefully a stream in a tank, you know, to chip off a little bit at a time. I don't have the AMX CDC, Yosef. Excuse me. I just drank I guzzled down a bunch of coffee. I'm like burping. Honestly, I didn't even look at, like, I glimpsed at the eclipse, but my eyes have been killing me all day for some reason. I think it's just, usually the day before I have a day off, I'm just, like, spent. I think that's just catching up on me here. Hopefully, well, it's not even that they didn't have enough gun. It's just we had a lot of tanks here. A couple of them kind of moved away, which didn't make sense because this flank had already won. But they weren't spotting. They were just kind of sitting there, like, not contributing to anything. And, yeah. Yeah, and they were also dying as well, so they just weren't in the best of spots. So... oh well. And yeah, the E100 is angry at us. Not that I had the best... maybe he isn't, but not that I had the best match, but it's just... it's always helpful to give your teammates a little bit of vision. So... alright, so next up I have a grind, so I'm gonna hop into... rolling. Just kind of looking at what tanks I have up. I'll hop into the WZ here. Pretty much all my grinds are tier 9 except for... I think 1 tier 8 I'm grinding. The Batchat 12T. Oh. Hello, Con Williams. Alright, here we go. 3 of them. This will be fun. Hey, little buddy. Why are you laying on your bed? Yeah, Game of Thrones. I'll be watching that hopefully at like 12, you know, midnight tonight, 1 a.m. whenever Ryan gets done work. I try to squeeze it in now late Mondays because we only really have Wednesdays kind of off together. You know, I stream in the morning, which, yeah, she's completely fine with because she gets like a morning away from the dog and me. So, and I think I know what that was. Probably tipping the little beggar down here. Hey, even if I just pop on for a little bit to play, like I got Stellaris, so I play that a little bit to kind of just like relax, since it's single player. He's like sitting there like begging me like you need to tip me. Like that's how this works now. And yeah, awesome. Yeah, obviously my AP round did not want to go past that one building. Luckily I somehow just blocked both of those shots. But both of these guys should be taking a lot of damage here. We have 4 tanks. I'm mainly concerned about the Borsig here. I'm just gonna tough it out. Be very nice if we could kill the Borsig. There we go. He's got the better gun between him and the Ferdinand. We have a Type 4 moving up, so I'd like to... Okay, the Ferdinand's actually moving back out. Oops. I'll protect you, little light tank. I don't want to, but... sorry, dude. I was trying to help my little light, but... Shit. I actually didn't want to push this far back because now he can push me... Oh lord, I get bounced off of him with heat. That's no good. No good. Yeah. Come on, people. Like, I know you're tier 8, but freaking push up, goddammit. Like, you need to move up when you're, like, we're ahead. But, like, come on. You can't just sit there and watch your high tiers die. Thank you for tipping Levi, guys. Oh, Alex, I'm in foreplay. Doing pretty well. How are you doing? Oops. No, that's not good. That's all that a little bit late. Hello for free. Yeah, I know HG, but don't need to tell me about that. Typically, I use more HG than the average person. I think I can slip in. Alright, thanks guys. Yeah. Every now and then it has a little bit of a hiccup, the voice program, so thanks for pointing it out. I got the first few messages though. The first few messages though. But yeah, it happens. That's just how I'm gonna speak from now on. You're gonna have to decipher me just rambling and yeah. Alright, so that should fix everything. Got a Confederate award. Yeah, pretty good match from us here. This thing just spews out damage. And I barely made a little bit of profit there. Alright, so I got a T95 up next. Rolling to the other side of the garage here. Alright, little bud. He's like, I hear jiggling. Thank you for tipping him. That makes his night. Yeah, more or less, the program I use is it's called Voice Meter. It hasn't had a problem for the past, I don't know, at least a few weeks here, but every now and then I notice it'll have a couple hiccups. And that's where you get the weird scrambly voice. So probably gonna head out over here just because shorter route, and there's a lot of ups and downs there to where that could pose some issues for this tank. Up next though, I do have the Primo Victoria, Poodle, Churchill 3. Oh, okay. Let's say I was trying not to nudge him. That's nice. Just this is why XVM kind of needs to be removed, because there's people bad mouthing other people. Like, doesn't help anybody. It pisses that person off. Might even make him like start shooting his own team. And then on top of that, you are distracting your own team in a way. I do have a super person, Alex. You know, if you take a look at my tank request list, if you ever have any questions, you can even type !! tank request list in the chat here, and it'll pull the link up to it right away. Okay. Do you really want to be out there, dude? Alright, he knows how to angle. Alright, I need to... I don't know. Alright, that hurt. Thank you for the heat shell. Thank you for the APCR shell that honestly just went right through the thickest part of the frickin' armor on this thing. Meanwhile, I'm just chucking frickin' HE rounds at people since I know my premium round can't go through the bits of their armor sticking out. But I'll swap over to APCR because everyone else is shooting frickin' gold at me. Why not? I'm just waiting for my chance, which is now. Awesome. I'm gonna keep an eye on what's coming this way. A little scary. This Foch 155 starting to creep up. Little slow though. Honestly, that's one way for me not to play the tank if you try to spam it. I can play the mouse, but you're gonna have to wait. I play tank requests in order. We're in some trouble here. could have hit him. Yep, this is, yeah, we're done for now. I didn't exactly put myself in the best of spots there. Yeah, he's gonna be able to flank me pretty easily. Not too surprising. If I can get this. Nah, I'm just gonna die. I'm not gonna be able to shoot anybody unless I can get this M103 to be a little greedy. Yeah. Oh well. Yeah, no shit, 183. I don't like people, you know, pointing out like, oh look, you're gonna get flanked. Like, you can't fight anybody like that. Of course you can't. But it, yeah, stuff like that annoyed me last stream, but I find the things that annoy most people in World of Tanks, like the matchmaking and RNG and stuff, don't really bother me. It's more basically people just being annoying without specifically probably trying to be annoying, but yeah, I don't know. Go. No, I wouldn't, Daniel. I would just play it once. It's like, you know, I take tank requests every single stream, but, you know, I'm not locked in by them. But honestly, I wouldn't even care about playing the T30 just because it's the T30, but more or less spending, you know, for the amount of time I have playing, spending an entire night playing a tank where any experience and stuff I gain doesn't get me anywhere, that's what would kind of irk me a little bit. Sorry, Alex. That's because you didn't use the tank request command, to be honest. There we go. Maybe you did. Sorry, I'm just a little bit angry at that. Yeah. One person last match saying, that's not how you fight against a light tank. Like, yeah, you try to do anything better in a T95 like that. But... alright. Let's see what we got here. I think I'm just gonna push, honestly, here. But yeah, I honestly didn't see... I was on purchases still for the Levi biscuits and not the request list. I'm like, there's nothing there. But sorry about that. Even though my day at work wasn't that bad, I'm still kind of like, I'm a little bit on edge tonight just from, you know, it's the last day I had to work before having a day off, so kind of ready for my one morning to sleep in, which sleeping in for me is 8 a.m. so nice. T-54 lightweight, you are a little bit too ambitious there. Take one more shot. Nah, I don't turn off the in-game chat. It could be helpful sometimes. Alright. Got myself in a little bit of a pickle here. Yep, saw that guy coming. Especially with nobody situated behind me. I'm like, yep, they gonna push on me. Be very nice if I could get a little bit of help here by like anybody. Like anybody at all would be nice right about now. Like alright, now I'm tracked. He's trying to push me up on the wall. Yeah, I'm about to get shot from behind. I'm dead. Just, yep. That was a little bit frustrating. Not that it was going to change anything, but because the rest, everybody guess, is dying. All I needed was like the Leo or the tortoise moved over or something. Yeah. Right, we're going with the retro overlay here. Let's say I showed that one off a little bit when I hopped on Shattered Galaxy a stream or two ago. Here comes the swarm. Yeah, teamwork. Yeah, we crumbled a little bit there on the teamwork part. We just we're scattered a lot there to where they just kind of picked us off. Alright, so next up I have the poodle here. But not exactly a terrible match, but yeah. They played pretty well and pushed together. Right, there's the little poodle. What do you mean? You don't like the overlay? It's retro. I actually kind of like it too. Oh, if anybody changes it, it stays up for 5 fights. At the very least. Oh, bye. Switching it to green, John. You got 4 more fights after this. Even though the Churchill gun carrier, not to say it can be good, but you need yourself a hill very far away from the enemy and nobody shooting at you. And then it could be pretty good because the gun on it is good for its tier. Outside of that though, yeah, it pretty much sucks. I'd say I actually can fiddle around with if I ever figure it out, like interactive, or not interactive, but like flash-based overlays and stuff, to where it could be animated, but I don't want to dive into that just yet. I would need a little bit of free time to tinker around with that on my own. Abort, abort. They push the TDs up here. You can't hit the arty, unfortunately. We'll try to kill this TD though. He survived. What, we're down to 3 matches, I think? I think it was changed. Was it changed last match? I'm not sure. I'm lost. Coffee is able to make me concentrate in a battle, but my memory is like shot. Somebody asked me at work today, like what if I like did, basically we have a baked brie puff pastry. And I basically make all the puff pastries to where I do like anywhere from 48 to about 96 at a time, and like batches. Thank you, Artie. You're awesome. He's like, oh, didn't you just do that yesterday? And I kind of think, I'm like, I don't know. Yeah, if you really want me to flank there, yeah, that ain't happening. You want a tier 6 to drive in front of I don't even know how many TDs. No. Like, it sucks our south is gonna get rolled, but yeah. There's a tank there. I just hit somebody. Didn't hit him there though. That first shot never landed, so I think I hit the JPZ-4. Yeah, never hit him again now. Hello, Mojo. Alright. The problem with me going up there, still weighing my options. You can do it. You can definitely do it, M46. Except for he's probably gonna run away. Yeah, why don't you take your own advice and push there? Because it's a terrible idea. I'm all for playing aggressive and flanking people. However, basically once I get spotted out here, I'm gonna get torn to shreds, A, and if I don't, the Jagdtiger 8.8 can simply just pull back, turn to me, kill me in 3 shots, and the M46 can't push on him because they have TDs at their base behind him. So it's basically a lose-lose situation. That's why I didn't push up there. But if everyone else is running away, I might as well do the same thing here. Well, you can blame Germany for that, Wolfie Wolf. Hello, Gus. Nice to see you. I'm not gonna fight these guys, hopefully head on too much, but I'm gonna at least try to poke around and find them. Yeah, because my TDs can hit them. Yep, they're not there. Check and see what the problem was. Come at me, Oni. Hello, Trenton. M46, you don't want to do that. Fortunately, since you are doing that, I kind of got to go with you. Because we're either going to do this or we're not. Now he's... Yeah, I can't pen him even with premium. Let's say now he was gonna back off. Nice, John. Ooh, I see a tank coming my way. Feel bad for kind of I get for trying to help somebody. He's probably gonna get pissed, like, oh, you left me. Like, I kind of did, but yeah. Well, maybe because I'm a tier 6. Like, honestly though, yeah, I'm gonna die here. It's just like the dude wanted me to rush out there in the beginning, and then he rushes in. We knew that there was 4 tanks down there. We're better off trying to let them make the mistake, because we still had over 7 minutes left, where it's just, yeah. Did I play that perfectly? No, but pushing yourself into a bad situation, yeah, pushing yourself in a bad situation doesn't help anything. But oh well. Nice, Gus. Glad you can test some tanks out on there. I got something stuck in the corner of my eye. It's driving me crazy. It's gonna take me out of commission here, it feels like. Let's say, I hope I won't get in a tier 7 here, but I guess here goes nothing. This is gonna be pretty bad if I get in a tier 7 now. Thank God. Oh God, I was very concerned because you have 110 millimeters of pen with 75 damage. A tier 7 would just be like, huh, yeah, I'm just gonna leave you in the corner while I kill everybody else because you can't do anything to me. Camouflage as far as on the tank, I put it on every tank. If I have a camo net on this, I don't think I do. But as far as my crew, if you're talking about the crew though, this crew I think is the IS-7 or something. I have the most crew skills, you know, out of like any of my crews, so I have a ton, you know, a ton of wiggle room where eventually camouflage makes sense. Hello, Andre. Nice to see you from the future. Alright, everyone over here, please push that way so I can go over here. Hello, Azul. But I'm not even one M46. It's annoying, but I'm not one to start typing in chat like, well, you know, look at it from my perspective. in basically what he was doing. And also, you know, there was times where, you know, he was kind of playing it safe, and it's not like he was saying like, oh, I'm moving. No, he just up and left. Like, oh, I know. I definitely didn't want to face a 7, but took a chance here, and fortunately it paid off. Our poor KV-1S though. Oh god, T-67. You know where I'm aiming. Not that I'm probably going to be able to hit him. Time for me to start reading now. Nope, just sit out there and get torn apart by TDs. That makes a ton of sense. It's just somebody has to deal with these heavies down here, or it's gonna turn ugly quick. Permanent camo on a tank? I pretty much put it on every single tank I have, yeah. Alright. Please, please, please don't... he's already turning towards me. Awesome. Play bad for me. Especially because he can reload. This is the problem with my DPM tanks. No alpha. Hey, dog. Please. No. No. It's not the time to come whining. Oh, well. At least we won. Alright, so we have, I think, one more battle here before the overlay switches. I gotta just keep that in the back of my head. But, decent match there for a mid-tier. Let me hop into the E100 real quick here. Thank you very much, Joe Biden's hair plugs, for the tip. I know, I'm definitely ready for a couple days off here. I'm just a little bit, for me at least, you know, the in-game people bother me a little bit more tonight. I just know, not that Levi's doing bad right now, but more or less tomorrow. Like, typically Tuesday I don't do too much. I kind of like relax, but tomorrow I've got to run around. I got to run around to the vet and basically like pet shops and stuff, and I need to grab a ton of stuff for him because we're switching his diets, or main diet, but also hopefully his treats too. Just to see if we can figure out if he's allergic to something, but it's just around here we don't have too many options available to us, so it'll be interesting. We're also, oh, I hate dealing with like phone companies or anything, but we had to switch Ryan's phone over. She broke it, so I hate dealing with stuff like that. I just have a lot of stuff spinning around in my head right now. Hello, Blue Mac. But at least after the stream here, like, I'm going to at least 10ish. I do it to pop over to work for like 10 minutes. I don't actually have to like do anything major, but me and Levi will be able to stop over to see Ryan as she's closing up. Azul, Prima Victoria, I would say it depends on your specific situation, to where it's a good tank. It's just, it doesn't really fulfill. Really, I bounced off the back of the 111. He's probably gonna pen me. Nope, lucky. It doesn't really serve as a crew trainer, since Swedish mediums don't have any high tiers. Awesome. But it does perform well. I would say it's worth getting if you don't have any other tier 8 mediums and you really like, say, Centaurian tanks. But as far as performance goes, yes, it is a good tank. Alright guys, please, we spot something here. Here we go, awesome. Alright, I think the 140 should be fine, because... ah, shit, no. The bat chat's gonna get him. Maybe. I'm just sticking with heat because of that Foch, to be honest. But the 140, yeah, he's got him. As I say, the bat's reloading. There we go. Thanks, Grigsby, for the tip. I do it a lot on the stream. It's usually, you know, higher tiers, but going up that spot, honestly, I find better, because you have more options available to you than just basically fighting what's ahead of you if you push up along the edge of the map. Of course, you need some people on your team over on the, what is it, like the one line for the Churchill 3 match, but I find it's better to go, you know, a couple quadrants over. The E100, it's not a bad tank right now. Like, this isn't a bad match at all. It's just, like, I do use a little bit too much heat at times, still. It's just a habit. But the main problem with the E100 is if people throw gold at you, which wasn't really the case this match. Basically, every single time, in tier 10 TDs, even without gold, every single time you go to shoot somebody, they're gonna pen you in the turret front. It's weak for like a tier 10 and being that large. And even angling it, it doesn't really protect you all the time, to where it's a good tank. It just has a lot of downsides with a lot of people with a crap ton of penetration in today's game. We still don't see him. I was waiting for him to pop up, and no. Got a steel wall ward, and yeah, we got a nice little win there. Still surprised we didn't spot one of those guys. Alright, so I have a 113. Switch an overlay here. Yeah. Well, honestly, like the Prima Victoria, I would say for most people, you know, it's not worth getting unless you really like you know, you really like the tank or the band, and you know you don't have other tier 8 premiums, you know, like a medium or something. It's just, you know, it's basically you're buying the British Centurion Mark 1. However, it's got essentially the Centurion, the tier 9 Centurion's top turret on it as far as the frontal armor. So that's more or less what you're getting. Not in Wolfie Wolf, not in World of Tanks PC. It may in console or Blitz, but yeah. There's always somewhere you can pen the E100's turret. Especially with a tier 10 gold or 9. It's basically, if anyone, like switching to overlays, it's basically they last a minimum 5 matches before I switch them, and if nobody purchases another one, it stays to the end of the stream, and I reset them to blue at the end of each stream. Or depending on the day, I might switch it to something else if I want a different one. I didn't expect him to push out that far, just because it seems like he's alone. Alright. Time to crack this open, hopefully. I7, you are going to want to pull back where the M48 is. You can make it. Even with me, if I pen him every time, he would make it back there. Right now he's probably typing at his team, like, you know, yelling at him. But where the T-57 is now too, where the M48 was last spotted, you can defend that, and you know, if there's enough tanks here, I typically pull back and I go somewhere else. It's not worth pushing through it. Chloa Audrius, I think that's how it's pronounced. Really? It's gotta be an E3. Sorry, E3. I don't feel bad throwing heat at an E3 in this, because there's still probably only like a 25% chance I can actually pen him. Just from, this has a little bit poor overall accuracy. Yep. Ah, you shoot an APCR anyway. Now I definitely don't feel bad. However, let's see. Hopefully I can get past that. Up down here. I just hope they do not turn around. That would not be good for me. Right now I'm pointing straight so I don't screw up and get shot by these guys, but I'm not exactly safe to the M48 over here. Alright, T-57's coming up. Crap, Mike. I don't know what the... If they're trying to fight an E3 that's hold down, that's gonna work. That's gonna work out very well, guys. Could have enough time to... Gotcha, finally. Not that it's gonna get me anywhere with the E3 still there. Ah, Lord. And him now. Just we really need to not push through the center. Like the grill, and there's another guy back way in A4. They're kind of just stuck. Yeah, I should have shot the TVP. I was trying to force the T-57 shot. It's just they're able to push on me now pretty easily. Don't know what side they're gonna come from. Yeah, there's the TVP. Yep, I got an E3, and yeah. Now this just comes down to they're actually working as a team right now, whereas we're just kind of static right in this area and not really reacting to anything. Whereas, like, say if I was back there in a Leopard 1, or because these guys on the hill, you know, they're doing stuff up there, but you're kind of stuck there. But back here, it's kind of your job to, like, I probably would have popped up, you know, to get shots over here, but oh well. But yeah, premium rounds, tier 10 only match, they're going to be thrown around a lot. But oh well. Alright, so we got up next here the Strev S1. Hello, Ahmad. What's that? That sucks, Gus. Don't you hate that when they just one last tick for setting someone on fire and they don't die? I'm probably just gonna set up over here. Unless if everybody heads over here, I'll kind of piggyback off of them, but a T3 HMC Wolfie Wolf, I'm not sure if I actually have that tank. What's that, like tier 2 or something? Tier 3? And so typically I go down to tier 4, but that's, yeah, I'm not sure if I have that thing. I see the bat pushing up here, but I'm more concerned about actually how he's moving. Oh god, that was like the worst shot imaginable. I should feel ashamed. I just don't want to, you know, get spotted like that and sit there. Nothing wrong with encounter. Exactly, like already just shot me. Encounter mode's awesome. Like, I can see people hating assault, but in my opinion, you know, I welcome different modes and stuff at this point. It's boring playing the same maps over and over, so might as well play Encounter and Assault. They're different. Whether you think they're completely balanced or not, you know, there's something different in the game, and I think that they're fun to play. But then again, I'm under the opinion, like, saying, like, PvP games and stuff. Like, I used to play SOCOM, and there were certain maps, like, attacking and defending on that, to where, you know, say the defenders had an advantage, or the attackers did, to where I'm not against certain modes and maps being slightly tilted one way or another. Like, for standard battle, it should be, you know, somewhat even, but I'm sure others would disagree. Okay. They have someone on the cap that we can't see. I popped on it once, Gus, but it's about all you're gonna get from me. It's just, unless there's a ton of stuff to test and everything, then I typically don't really spend too much time on them. Just, you know, I only get a certain amount of time to play each week, so I gotta make the most of it. Trying to see if I could reset. So they didn't have to push out there. I missed that. New maps coming out, aside from the one we're getting for the 30v30 mode, I would say any new maps are a very, very long ways away from Wargaming's kind of statements on things. Basically, when we get the new graphic render, we're gonna get a lot of rework maps, so small tweaks. They're all gonna look different, like as far as the visuals, but they're more or less all gonna be the same, tactically. As far as new maps, like, we might get a couple old ones back. I think they were talking about Port and Dragon Ridge specifically getting reworked. But yeah, as far as new maps, unless they're for the 30v30, I don't think we're gonna be seeing any anytime soon for, like, standard battles. I find it interesting that they haven't dropped it, but the front line, you know, the Normandy map with objectives and basically attack and defense 30v30 with respawns and repairs, stuff like that, they have pretty much been, like, radio silent on that. And it's kind of terrifying, because to me that was like a brand new game while also being the same game, and it was probably the, as far as the battles I played in it, unfortunately I couldn't stream them or anything because Wargaming doesn't like me. I'm not a community contributor, but that was probably the most fun I've had playing World of Tanks in quite some time. But we did our best being bottom tier. I tried. There's only so much you can do sometimes. I have a Super Pershing up next here. Yes, you can mix them, John, yes. But basically every map with the new graphical render, like they coined it as HD maps, but it's basically a new graphic render because it affects everything, even the tanks themselves. Every single map, say like Malinovka, Abbey, they're all getting reworked to where little things that are going to change, like, you know, they might tweak things around a little bit, but basically every map, it's going to stay the same, but also get rebalanced at the same time. And that's why we're not seeing map changes right now, because it's all hung up by that one huge thing, so... Thank you very much, Dana, for the tip. Well, the main reason... Which tank would you like, Lobobo, for the challenge? I think I have a guess. Main reason the frontline Normandy, like the 30v30 with respawns, hasn't come out, in my opinion, is they kind of tested the waters with ranked battles, where they're available for like a limited time and a season and stuff. The thing with the VK4502B, I'll gladly play that again. Basically, the problem they have is right now they have 30v30 coming out in the next patch here, and it's going to basically be treated like Encounter and also Assault, to where you can check it off if you don't like, tier 10 only, and they're looking to expand it to other tiers, which I would assume the way they're going to do that is, I would think it would work down to tier 8, and it will just be all tier 8s, all tier 9s, all tier 10s, and it'll work like that. But the problem is they can't put in the respawning 30v30 into the game like that, because, you know, say you have somebody queued up and, you know, they only have like 1 or 2 tier 10s, and they randomly get put into the, like say Normandy 30v30, they're kind of screwed at that point. Like, you know, you just never know when you get thrown into it. Plus, it's a very long match. It's, say, you know, the large 30v30 standard battle is 20 minutes. This can go on 30, so, you know, you just, it's too many variables. So it kind of needs to be its own separate game mode, which I think what they're going to do with that is they're going to treat it, I don't think they're going to have it up all the time, but I think they're going to do something to where, say, it pops up on the weekends or during certain times of the day, like prime time for a server. I think that is their best choice to get people into it, so it doesn't die like the rest of, like, say, historical battles. That lasted like a week or two and then it died. Where they need, you know, people in the mode and have it populate it, or else, you know, it's just gonna fizzle out. So I think that's why we haven't seen it yet. We really need someone in the center, but that's not going to happen. Alright, they're going after him, so I will gladly wreck down here. Whoopsie daisy. There's another Lorraine, I'm screwed. Yeah, we all screwed up that one. Yeah. Sorry for the super person match, but shit happens sometimes. Sure thing. Well, the console's not this, like, it is World of Tanks and it's, you know, the same game, but it's a completely different studio, and they have kind of their more freedom than, you know, they initially did, to kind of do whatever the hell they want. Well, Xavier, I'm talking about a different 30v30. I know that ranked battles you can or not ranked, but the one coming in the next patch you can toggle it all on and off like encounter, but this is a different 30v30 that was tested. I guess going for one more here, Roth. So then I'll send you an invite, John. So this VK4502B match is a challenge. I have to reach 4,850 damage, assist damage, and blocked all combined together. But basically every single mode on its own that they've implemented has never really caught on. So I think that's why we haven't seen it yet. But I think it could do well as like a special event. Maybe even like if they don't want to do it like say tied to like a weekend or something, they do it for like 1 week a month it pops up and give people on average for their time more experience and credits for doing it. Something like that, or personal reserves, what have you. But I think the best reward to dangle in front of people is adding, basically changing, like with the 30v30 coming next patch for the standard battles, you can earn the bonds. I forget how many a battle, but you can earn them for playing in a match with them. To where I think adding more things to buy with bonds, specifically like say premium tanks, like whether they're special tied to the mode or just ones that you can't buy anymore in the shop, would be something to make people, you know, want to play those modes more than just the 15v15. You can feel free to keep requesting, but do keep in mind, you know, I'm platoon until 9, where after that I'm gonna pretty much swap over to just grinding tanks, so I may or may not be able to get to them. Just keep that in mind. As far as requesting tanks, like I always ask, you know, people just request one. However, you know, if the list isn't like cram-packed full, you know, you can request 2. That's fine with me. But yeah, worst thing is I guess I don't type them up, or I tell you, you know. Ooh. Yeah, oh my god. Close. Yes, I did. This will be interesting though. Only he's starting to throw HE. My HE is not really connecting. Just I'm gonna have to. He's doing the right thing there with HE though. Now he swapped over to gold. I was about to say, he pretty much can pen me with gold rounds though. The turret front on this is strong, but it's not strong enough. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to pull out the challenge on this one. You can ping me all you want, dude, but I can't go around this Lorraine 40T because that will happen. Thank you, old school. This guy, though, he saw his opportunity and took it. No arty, just hold down behind a dead tank. That's how you play this flank. Fortunately for me, yeah, this ain't gonna go well. I don't need APCR, but mainly worried about that defender. Nope. Oh god, he's got heat. I kind of saw that coming though. Oh my god, I bounced off his... How? I bounced off his freaking lower plate. I hit his upper plate there, but yeah, I'm dead. Granted, I did... Hello, Hilo. I did just barely get over the challenge, though. I feel like that's it's kind of a cheap way to do it, kind of just backing up, but yeah, I just barely got over it. Even with me missing, what, 3 shots in a row? I was just afraid to stop the aim in because all of those tanks could pen my lower plate. Just would have, you know, been nice to have another tank behind me that had HP, but... Hello, Leith. I shouldn't have stayed out in a G1 as long as I did in the first place, though. That was a mistake. Uh-oh. Yeah, luckily. I don't care, I spilled coffee on my sweatpants. I've had these things, surprisingly, like... Surprisingly, I'm like the same size, everything, as I was in high school. Like, yeah. Outside of having a little bit more facial hair if I don't shave, I look pretty much exactly the same. Luckily, that means not having to spend too much money on clothes. Outside of chef stuff. I kind of remember the one I just got destroyed right away. I think I was getting way too many premium rounds thrown at me, so I kind of remember that. I took Levi for a walk. Loungewear. Or for most people, you know, sweatpants and a t-shirt, at least around here, is considered like business casual. I never go out of the house unless I'm like properly dressed. Ryan actually, like a few times, like I'll take Levi for like a walk around the front yard, and she's like, "Oh God, you went outside in sweatpants." I'm like, "I know." At least we're gonna get a win here. I wonder where that T-2065 went, though. Like, he didn't have much HP, it's just curious that he kind of disappeared. Alright, so up after this, I've got the mouse. Polish formal wear. Thank you very much for the challenge, though, Bobo. You almost had me there. That Yag Tiger kind of threw me for a loop. Got a Confederate Award, Master Badge 3rd Class. Yeah, not too shabby. And lost some credit. I did throw a little bit of APCR. Yep, thanks for the fights, Roth. Send you an invite now. Got about half an hour left here for tuning. I remember like middle school, high school and stuff, like it wasn't against the rules like wearing, say, like sweatpants or whatnot, but there was actually, you know, like the schools I went to, public schools, they didn't have uniforms, whereas a lot, or at least around here, have like not outright uniforms, but you know, they want you to wear specifically certain types, like say like khakis or whether they're nice jeans or something. Not that I think that there's such a thing as a nice pair of jeans, but nowadays it just seems like, at least the school that I went to around here, they're allowed to wear whatever the hell they want. Like they can stroll in with like almost wearing like underwear and it's acceptable. We always got pulled aside and like, you know, the fingertips along your legs roll. If it's not longer than that, you get sent home. Yeah, the T-26 was running away. I'm surprised he ran back because his best chance was to stick with that TD. Alright, obviously it's E100 day for the enemy team. A lot of E100s. Like, don't get me wrong, I wear jeans, but I think for like, if you have like any kind of dress code, it's kind of, yeah, should be frowned upon. But then again, like, we don't have, like, you would expect, most, like, kitchens, you think, like, people wear chef coats and stuff in the kitchen. Most places don't, because they're hot as balls. Like, I have chef pants on, I roll them up most of the time in the summer, and I just wear, like, basically a beat-up t-shirt. More holes the better, more ventilation. But you know, I still keep a chef coat. You know, I have chef hats. Not the big, tall, poofy, ridiculous ones, though. But that way, if anybody, you know, from the public sees me, I'm presentable. Otherwise, you know, I'm comfortable working in the kitchen. But, you know, I see some people that say are not just cooks in restaurants, like sous chefs and stuff, and they look like they'll walk out in a restaurant and they do not look like they're, you know, say in charge of a kitchen. Might hurt a little bit. I didn't expect the IS-4 to have heat, but I guess I should just swap over to gold rounds now, to be honest. He's aimed in before I am. Really want to get over to this other side, though. He's going to be able to hit me before. We can get this guy out, hopefully. But it's much easier for me to push over here. Alright, dude. I guess I'm gonna go with him. It's gonna get hit by this T-62A. I guess it's, screw it, it's tier 10. It's freaking gold mania. I might as well just roll with it here. Very nice if we can kill this little bugger, though. Don't do it. You're gonna take a lot of damage. Shit. Don't keep backing up, dude. Push him off. I want to know, we don't have any help whatsoever here. Yeah, this is not going to go well at all. I'm just honestly just looking for fun here and trying to push somebody off, because yeah, it went very poorly for us. I don't even know what exactly went wrong, but screw it, you know. Alright, so next up we have a KV2. Where is our IS-7? That's kind of a funny spot to be in, an IS-7. I can see like a Strv 103B coming up there, but not that guy. Matches like that, though, you just forget about. Alright, so after the KV2, I have the T-32, Black Prince. I'm going to try my best to get to all these two, the Kronwagen, the Primo, Victoria, and the Tortoise. Which, thank you very much, WoT 15 for the subscription. Yeah, once I get through the request here, I'm going to be soloing towards the end of the stream. Just going to be doing all grinds. I really need to get some grinds done. I'm running out of time, especially for the AMX-50 Foch. Do you mean a artillery? I do play them if they're requested, yes. I need to do a mission, honestly, for them, but yeah, I don't have any grinds for them, so I usually don't pick them unless they're requested by somebody. Alright, a little bit iffy being bottom tier to push out like I normally do. I like to kind of push up in this area. Well, I'll try to play it a little bit safer. Oni, he's probably gonna clog up this spot. Because she typically can get shots from there. But I'll move up a little bit. It should still be safe enough for me to... Yeah. We just don't have anybody out on the right here. Wondering why Donnie ran away when he still had shots. Very nice. Honestly, we actually had a new, today at work, a waitress today, and apparently she's from Russia. I didn't get a chance to talk to her because I was pretty busy. Mondays, we have a ton of orders come in, but, I want to ask her, ask her if she knows anything about World of Tanks. I've not come across, because we have a lot of people, mainly like, students that work for the summer in Cape May on visas, and then they typically leave in about 2 to 3 weeks. But I haven't come across anyone from Europe or Russia yet. Probably weird. They're like, why is this guy asking about a computer game that has even known anything about it, honestly. Need to maybe get some Russian, how to speak Russian lessons. My favorite tank's the T110E3. Granted, even so, I play so many tanks at this point, it's kind of hard to say, like, a favorite, you know? Awesome, you're throwing APCR, you're amazing, IS. Hello, Azroth, nice to see you. Hope tanking has gone well for you. Pretty sure you're the one who drives a tank. Waiting for these guys, I guess, nah, I guess they don't care about spotting the IS. Because we're ahead, but this can still turn ugly here. Here we go. My shell does not want to hit that IS. Yeah, it's just, you know, over in like Russia and Europe and stuff, World of Tanks I feel like is a little bit more mainstream, to where I'm just curious if they've heard about it. Because I've only come across one person, can't hit that Ferdinand either, one person that I know personally that has, you know, played the game without me, like, first mentioning it to him. Like, this thing's definitely not accurate at all, but typically you can get some lucky hits on it. Not this match, though. No, must kill KV2. I wasn't gonna hit you. Platoon mates never do that to each other. Alright. At least we got a win. Haruda's got a lot of damage, but... oh, accuracy just wasn't working out. I only hit 3 out of 9. E32's up next here. Please no tier 10s. That doesn't sound good, Azrael. Well, I was kind of joking. Graham probably got that. He may or may not have been shot a couple streams ago. And we get tier 10s on a brawling map. I guess I jinked myself there. I'm probably just gonna go south, even though it's gonna see See me run into an Object 140 and an STB-1. It's better than running into... yeah. Pretty much anything else. Which I'll start a... let me start a giveaway, just in case not everyone can stick around. So you can type !raffle to join. Winner gets 500 Levi biscuits. I'll do one now, and I'll do one at the end of the stream as well. I was checking to see if Levi is actually napping before I move, or else he'll kind of pop up like, playtime? Alright. I think we have enough people over there. I typically don't fight here, but... yeah, I'm gonna swap over to APCR. I usually don't do it right away, but gonna need it here. Probably gonna need quite a bit of HE as well. Yeah, I think they'll be fine up in that area. I just need to kind of apply pressure to Object 140 and lose a lot of credits. Oh, God damn it. At least somebody tracked him, but I just wanted a shot. Yeah, I'm not taking that shot with this accuracy. STB-1 trying to flank through center. This is one of the tanks, though. I don't feel bad using premium liberally. This thing really needs, I guess, shot a rock. It really needs the T-26E5's gun. Like, there's no doubt about it. Wade, I'll add the T-29 on to the list. I can't say when exactly I'll get to it. It's just come around 9 here. I'm going to be starting soloing, and I'm almost just solely going to be doing grinds at the end of the stream here, or else I'll never get anywhere. I've done pure, this straight up all requests up to this point. Alright, didn't expect to get hit by both of them, but what it is. Need to clean up a couple tanks here. I have WoT, just not really any point in me playing Blitz when I play, you know, PC, the standard version. Especially having to start a different account over. No. I think I'm close enough to punch through his glacis. It's just, Lord. Whew. A little bit afraid that he was gonna die. I see you there. Really. 0 damage crit. And we won at least. Tank request, it's just exclamation point request, and then you follow it by a tank you would like to see me play. Got a mastery badge first class though, not too shabby. Definitely use quite a bit amount of premium, which congratulations Dean on winning the raffle, but kinda need a little bit of APCR that match there. Alright, so let me get into the Black Prince up here next. Go. Thank you, Walt. Unfortunately, Joseph, I don't have a leopard. I don't have a leopard one. I have up to the tier 9 leopard, which is actually one of my grinds I can play. The leopard prototype. But I will say, you know, basically guys, at this point, I'm not taking any more tank requests. Like basically what's on the list here is what I'm going to be doing outside of my grinds. Yeah, I'm sure you guys can see it from my point of view though. Where typically, you know, I stream 2 hours at night since I get up so early most days. Where I need to get some grinds in here. Because usually I mix them in throughout the stream, but I really only did 2 grind matches tonight, so yeah, I can do the tier 9 leopard since it's a grind, but I can't do the tier 10. I don't own it. I do Platoon basically today and also on Thursdays, unless I say otherwise. Depends on how my work day goes. But more or less, you know, I might do one more Platoon battle here. I'm going to be soloing after this, though. Usually Mondays, you know, if I can go later, because I typically end the stream here in about, like, 7 minutes at 9 p.m. my time. If I go any later than that, I just solo grind tanks. I have about, like, 10 tank grinds right now I'm doing. Where, yeah. The only time I play World of Tanks right now is when I stream, since I have a very, very demanding day job, to say the least. I really hope I don't have to go to work tomorrow, honestly. Even my days off, there's like I'd say a 30-40% chance of me having to work on a day off, so this time of year. I was gonna say, this is probably gonna go badly, but yeah, I'm gonna probably regret this. Fear my gun. Hey, I made it. I don't know how I made that, but I did. Well, yeah, yard work, but I have a lot of stuff to do with Levi. Not like with Levi, but I've gotta like vet and yeah. Gotta basically probably 2 or 3 hours of running to different stores to get him new food, and he needs to get his foot checked out again, and yeah, not any fun stuff. It's typically, yeah, Tuesdays are relaxing for me, but tomorrow is gonna be like a errand day, which I kind of hate. My days off, it sounds, you know, weird for, say, someone like I stream and talk to all you guys. I like having a day where I don't see anybody, except for Ryan, you know, and Ryan and Levi is fine. but I don't want to talk to or see anybody, just because, you know, when I'm at work, I'm always like, yeah, since I'm basically in charge, everyone always comes to me. I gotta fix everything, and yeah. It's needed a day where no human interaction. Oh, the vet does love me, yeah. He's the $1 million dog. But luckily, you know, we've known the vet for a long time to where they try to help us out the best they can without, like, say, breaking the rules as far as, like, say, not charging us. But hey, can my higher tiers push up here? Because, yeah, he can pen me. He doesn't even need gold. The Black Prince's armor, it's good, but it's one of those tanks, again, to where when it first came out, the Black Prince was much better than it is now, because its armor could actually bounce things. Whereas, you know, over the years, basically penetration just keeps creeping up the baseline to where, like, back when I started playing, say, like, the M26 Pershing, its standard round isn't anything amazing right now. Most people fire APCR out of it. Like, that was considered workable back when I played for a tier 8 medium. Nowadays it's considered, like, terrible and a really big downside to that tank. It's just, yeah, times change. Whereas the Black Prince, when it first came out, you come across that thing frontally, you're not really penetrating it in most tanks, tier 7 or tier 8. Whereas nowadays, some tier 8s can just hit you on the flat bits and punch right through even with a standard round. But, yeah. I could see me kind of being like that, but then again, we have this one crazy lady. I feel bad for her because she's like, I'd say she's in her 80s, to where I grew up, I actually played, like, in her house a lot, because her grandson's my age. I'm not friends with him anymore. I don't think he lives around here anymore anyway, but like, she basically, outside of, like, the nurse that goes to the house and, like, brings groceries and everything, she's there alone, to where she just stares out her window all day, and she hates dogs and people, where, say, if Levi, like, touches a blade of grass, you, like, see her in the window, like, tapping on the window, like, screaming. Like, she's Vietnamese, I believe. Vietnamese or somewhere in that general area. I feel bad for her, but I don't think I'll ever be that nuts. I try to, honestly, I don't even try to keep Levi away for that, because like, technically our yards don't go up to the edge of the road. There's about a 4-foot border to where the township owns it, so we're not even on our yard, but I'm afraid, like, she's gonna put, like, rat poison or something out one day and try to kill everyone's frickin' animals. So I try to keep Levi away for that reason. One of these days I'll run across the guy that I know who's my age and be like, you may want to check in on your grandmother. Surprised that the frickin' how did he pen me there? That looks like a, I don't even know how he penned me. Granted, she hasn't always been nice. I remember, you know, playing at her house, like, we would slide out her front door down the steps on cardboard boxes, but yeah. I was gonna say, falling back makes kind of sense, but at the same time, if I fall back, I'm just running away. So, yep, nobody wants to help me. I'm just gonna run away. Sorry, JJ. This is actually my last platoon match. Because I need to run away a little bit quicker here. So I'm about to get shot in the butt. Once you pull out of about H1 and concede it, it's almost impossible to defend this area. I don't know why your teams always want to give it up. Yeah, thanks for everyone who platooned tonight. Yeah. Not a ton of wins, but it was a pretty fun run. Yeah, unfortunately we're not going to win any flank here, where it's kind of hoping that the enemy team messes up here, but it's not looking like that's the case. Probably going to end up killing myself here, but can't just sit around waiting to die, honestly. Nope, he's dead. That's what I was going for to shoot there, but yeah. Honestly, not to say I just want to drive out and kill myself, but kind of at the point I'm at right now in this match here. Like, just everyone sitting in the back towards the edges, it's not how you win. Like, we're not out of this, and I'm not going to kill myself purpose. But I'm definitely not going to hide in the back like I do sometimes when I'm really low HP. Yep. Thought that there already would get me eventually, but unfortunately couldn't do anything. There was nowhere I could push out except for, that one area I was in the beginning, but sitting out there alone, I was just gonna get plastered. But I'm gonna move on to soloing here. I guess I'm just gonna, push through these last 4 tanks here for requests, and then after that, definitely not taking any more requests. I'm just gonna be grinding for the rest of the stream. I got the Primo here, then the Tortoise, T-29, and Leopard prototype will kind of start the grinds off. I'm gonna wait to pop a personal reserve until I start them. Okay. Of course it's another matchmaking. It's not been terrible, but I've gotten bottom tier a lot tonight. That's expecting, not to say our light shouldn't spot, but the Batch Hat 12T it'll die. The thing is not a very good spotter from my experience in it. He's gonna try, I guess, to get to a bush, but fortunately we don't have any arty, so don't worry, I am gonna be grinding for the rest of the stream. Reason why you keep kind of like circling around me, dude. That's exactly what you want to do, WZ. Alright, it's just, at this point, there we go. Don't really know where anybody is, so I'm just kind of waiting. A little bit concerning this Lorraine hasn't been shot by anybody up until me. That's, you know, our TDs were sitting a little bit too far back. Need to hope that they don't push up enough to spot me here. Our bat chat pushed up for some reason. I don't know why. He was, you know, he was spotting a little bit here or there. It's just nobody was connecting, so I guess he kind of panicked. But he was in a good little hole there. But once you push through that, you need armor. Like I did, I think last night on the stream, I was in the E3. We didn't win the match, but yeah, you need armor to kind of push across. Or just a lot of allies to soak up some damage for you. Right, they pulled back enough to where I'm better off swapping. Never mind, this guy, I guess he has some balls, but I'm gonna be shooting the squishier target here. I hit him right in the gun mantlet, it looked like. Go figure, once the big fat German box tank comes up, I can't hit him. I guess I was still spotted. Didn't think I was, but yeah, I guess I was. At this point, saying that it doesn't look like they have a lot in the 2 line, to be honest. Like if I was in a Yag Tiger or something, I would, or even that WZ-111-14, I would kind of push up the 2-3 line and just slowly spot. You have enough armor to bounce things. Like their IS-7's doing here. I need to get myself out of range of the hill, to be honest. T-110E4 is not the tank to do it, though. He does not have the armor. Alright, and they popped up on the hill. Awesome. Guess I'm back going over to here. Ah. Really? Oh well, I guess I was spotted. I'm dead. Moving along to the tortoise. Ah, oh well. Just that did not go as planned, but most matches without Artie, I typically don't enjoy playing. I know it sounds weird to hear that from someone's mouth, but they're just, to me, they just all come down to just sitting there, and that's not fun to me. But yeah, we didn't really have any spotters. I wish I could have spotted, but while the armor, the frontal turret armor on that's decent, it's not really on a tier 8 medium that overall the armor sucks on it, outside of just the very small turret front. It's not up for me to spot for an entire team that wants to sit in the back and wait. So, being encounter, I'm going to try to get that area. I was just like, if I'm in a TD sitting in the back shooting very far away, which is rare, but if you miss, you know, say like 3-4 shots in a row, chances are you're basically not in a good spot. You're better off, you know, inching up somewhere, moving somewhere different. Because even if, say, you do get that one next hit, you know, you're probably gonna mix or miss the next 3 or 4. So you're not really helping your team just sitting there missing shots. So anyway, moving along. Thank God he wasn't aiming at me. Definitely is now, but he fired, so I'm gonna try to track him. Alright, I know there's a Jagdpanther 2 there, however, IS-3, if you help me, we can kill... Guess not. I say we can kill this T-30. That hurt, but he's not using his repair kit, or he used it and he blew it. 0 damage crit, aim low. Don't think I'm gonna go. Don't think I can catch him. Nope. Because I have no idea where my team's going right now. Like, it's encounter mode, you kind of have to play the cap on this map. Yeah, I aim wrong there. You're welcome, team. I think they were content with just letting them cap out. See. Nothing yet. Tortoise is a fun tank, yes. The armor just isn't as good as, yeah, you might think. Crap. That AMX just about reload it. I'm just gonna wait for him. He's done it twice. I have a feeling he's gonna do it a third time. Never mind, he moved. Or, no, I thought that. And he's, of course, right back in that spot. Oh, that was a mistake. Plus, I want to go frickin' itch my nose. At least we can cap now. Blue, IS-3. Looked like he was gonna aim there, but yeah, I'm gonna get. Yep, it's no use for me even to move, because if I move back, could have got shot by him, but already was gonna kill me. If I move up, same thing. Had our chance, and yeah, still did 3,200 damage, but it just sucks because It's not even that they're camping, because Mines is a very small map for... that ended up being a draw there. It's a very small map for high tiers. It's just kind of seeing where people were dying. We're losing tanks basically and gaining nothing from it. Like, there's some matches I push out in the beginning, I die early, but at least I get, you know, some shots off and do some damage. I always try to aim for my HP's worth, but, you know, if you're pushing out and dying in the first couple minutes and not even doing anything, then, yeah. Alright, so top tier almost. I would consider this top tier if these were in TDs, only because it's just pushing on a Udez, he can pen me into Ferdinand pretty easily. HWK, if he flanks me, I'm in trouble, but otherwise, he doesn't have enough HP and I can kill him, I think, in, well, 2.5, but 3 shots. I'm going to try to work in this center. But T-29 is almost like a tier 7. But after this, we got the Leopard prototype, and basically grinds after that. Which it won't be the same tank over and over. I will be playing, you know, the French TD a bit, but I'm gonna basically flip-flop back between that and other grinds along the way. Nope. Thought he might just be hiding there. He's still up there though, because somebody spotted me. Alright, so... if they push to south, I'll head that way, but I'm gonna try to do something here. Okay, they're T-20. I'm gonna have to go over there. Right after I do that, though. I knew he was gonna pop out because I had my little butt sticking out. Hello, Zader. I'm still deciding how I want to do this. I think I'm going to end up dropping off the side here, to be honest. See though. Oh, no, M41. Not the radio, man. Shit, that Yag Panther. I still don't know exactly where he is in the town, and we're not spotting him, which is a pretty big problem for us. WK, if you could please do that. I got out of my little cubby hole here. He just shot. I'm gonna... Ah, nope, I screwed up. And I'm dead. I shouldn't have pushed up like that. Oh well. That's what I get for being too aggressive, but... Alright, but... On the grinds. I can pretty much exclude all other tiers outside of 8 and 9 here. So we got the lever prototype. Let me get some personal reserves going. Well, at most, I'm just going to be going for an hour, so get some of these going. Hello, Armored. Yeah, if you're looking to get banned, like, I don't care about people talking about other channels or whatnot, but as randomly driving by and yeah, that's not cool. Actually gonna, this might be a very quick match, but just kind of looking at our team, we don't have really anybody, unless our T-54 does it. I don't think he will. To do the center, we'll see. Nope, he's not. It's just, if we get a big, like, first volley in on them, let me by, please, thank you. It's just, it's pretty risky doing it with this because you don't have any armor to fall back on. This I have a lot of view range to play around with. That hurt Scorpion G, and I missed my second. It does look very good, yes. The leopard. Zul, you can take a look at my map strategies. I do have one for Ensk with SPG positions laid out. I don't think I saw explosion there. Thank you very much, Lubobo, for the tip. I'll do my best to lose one of these days. Easiest way to find it, unless you just go through the menu on my website, is Google World of Tanks Ensk map strategy. Should be the first thing that pops up. Okay, I have at least 2 tanks that are sitting back here trying to hit me. Hopefully I don't get spotted leaving here, but we can honestly, I don't know why they're freaking out about the valley, because if these 3 tanks just kind of sit there and hang tight and you come with me, we can pretty easily take the valley out. I just need to get a little bit lucky. Exactly what I got. Oops. Just a blast at Lorraine. I could deal with 1 autoloader, but 2's gonna be pushing it a little bit. Just ignore the Type 4 and kill the other 2 and we're good. Oh, dude. I am very glad they were not aiming at me. That would have gotten me killed. M46, Lorraine, somebody, strap S1. Thank you. Do not want to stay there. Sorry, little M46. Because now we're kind of scrambling, and this is gonna turn bad now. We still have the numbers here, but we had a very good chance, and our TDs just didn't push up in time to make this to where we didn't lose a lot of HP. I like you're yelling at the people in frickin' town. It's not their fault. Yeah, this guy's just like, free kills. Get RD'd here, unfortunately. There we go. Thank you, fix it. Yes, Randall. I haven't been doing much with the website. I never really do much in the summer because I don't really have time. Basically my free time, you know, I stream here. But yeah, I plan on doing more guides and stuff once they're changing way too much, honestly, to make it, you know, worthwhile, because by the time I make something, it's up for like a couple months and then I have to redo it all. Like, I have to basically redo, it took me about 2 months just to finish it recently, the which tank line is right for you guide. I had to update a lot of that because they're rebalancing so many tanks nowadays. Yeah. I knew I was gonna die there. I'm sure someone's gonna be like, oh, you're so stupid for popping out there. Well, at this point, the only way you win is if you get lucky. But not a bad match in a Leopard, but takes a team to win. So unfortunately, you know, I spotted in the center very early. We had, what, 2 tanks behind me kind of taking shots, but outside of that, didn't get much done there. And then pulled back for the valley, wanted to push, but we're a little bit late on kind of joining up just to overwhelm them. And yeah, it was basically 3 against 6. But we lost 2 people before the other 3 came up to help directly. Hello, Webster. Nice to see you. Alright, I'm gonna play this, at least initially, a little bit campy. I'm not opposed to doing that when it's assault here. Typically you can get shots if you just kind of hang back, and not hang back too far, but kind of follow your 8-0 line. My next stream now after this is going to be Wednesday morning, unless my work schedule changes, you never know. 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So for those of you outside the US, it's the one stream where it's not some crazy hour for you. I still have until about mid to late October to where I can start thinking about streaming more than just one day early. Oops, almost got a little bit too far there. Don't really have bots here. Okay. You gonna push up like a good T-49? I'm tempted to go shoot into G1, but I'm not sure if they're actually gonna kind of stay out there and let me shoot them without being spotted, but great. Next spot I want to get to is basically up here. Even though we're up by 2 tanks, though, the enemy, they're still in a tough spot to weed people out from without arty. They still have a slight advantage. Just because we have to push into them. Honestly, throwing HE out of this tank is not something I'd recommend, but at this range with these tanks I'm shooting at, I don't think I'm going to be able to pen or even hit them, for heaven's sakes. Oh god. Luckily my team's doing well, because I can't even hit anything here. Let's see, shoot something squishy. Nope, of course I pushed a little bit too far up here. Yay, I killed something. Which, thank God, like, this tortoise is shooting me, which, whatever. I'm waiting for his HP to start dropping, and it wasn't. I'm getting a little bit worried there, because, most of my team is sitting around me. And just, nothing was happening. A little bit worried there. Honestly, the gun handling it's actually really good on the tier 9. Especially when coming from the tier 8, but RNG this match has not been in my favor. I'm not going to be able to get anything accomplished from here. I'm actually half tempted just to sit on the cap, to be honest. 5 shots were off the cap, that would be awesome. It's just pushing with this thing into enemies is not a good idea over hills. I'm trying my best to pick the places to where I can just shoot from the cap. Getting itchy. This is not good. Yes, I did use basically all the free XP I had saved up. I can convert more to get to the tier 10. But yeah, I'm just content with capping here. The tier 8 though, until it gets buffed the next patch, it's god awful. Like, no other words. It's probably it's, I would say that was the worst tank I've played in well over a year, and tried like to grind through it. The AMX AC-48, that is. It's just, it has literally no positive attributes. Which usually I can see some sort of like glimmer of hope for a tank, but no. I tried my best with that thing to like it. And outside of the first match, which I uploaded that video of, which hopefully tomorrow I'll have Grant their stream clip, so for those of you guys that catch every stream, you've seen them. But I'll finally have these videos up, hopefully. I have all the grunt work done and editing done for them. I just need to finish basically the YouTube side of it, which is, it's just boring, but it's pretty easy to do. Nice Izzle. Which, if that was you in the public section, I gave you permissions on Discord. Screw this guy up. Hurry up and die. The AMX 1390. Alright. He took a lot of damage. My goal, if I don't die, even though this WZ-1114 is kind of spotting, I'm going to try to spot a little bit over here. Nobody's seen me yet. I got a pretty good crew in this thing, so I'm a little bit more aggressive in taking risks, is kind of driving out in the open. If I didn't have a camouflage trained up. Don't know where I want to specifically help. Because it seems like everywhere needs help. I can't crest over there, that's too risky. Trying to make them think twice about pushing into the WZ-120. Alright, let's see if this goes how I... he saw me. On gun depression. Nah, 11 HP. Just doing the math in my head and it wasn't working out as far as the rolls go. I always assume I'm gonna get unlucky. Yep, and I got unlucky. Bounced off the frickin' lower plate of a Conqueror. Oh, Lord. Now I'm one-shottable by this guy. I'll still... We're ahead, so... We'll press on. Oops, did not need to fire there. No, I stopped. I did not want to stop. Yeah, you gotta tip the dog before you gamble. Uh-oh. But stay alive long enough in any tank and you can make a good match out of it. Not that this is anything like spectacular for this tank, like say like an ace or something, but still a pretty damn good match. For a bottom, technically a bottom tier. It's only a tier 9 and a 10, but... Which I actually forgot earlier to add a almost ace tanker biscuit into the loyalty shop. Which, how did he shoot me without me getting him spotted? I have no idea. But he did it. Yeah. Don't know how. He shot me without getting spotted though. Oh Lord. Pretty decent match though. 2400 damage, 2000 spotting. Might as well just wait for it to end because this should be fairly quick as far as being over. I'm gonna pop back into the AMX 50 Foch though because I have like 270,000 experience left. I'm definitely not gonna get all that done by the time the patch releases, but I can at least save a little bit of free experience. Yeah, I'd call that a successful match. I outdamaged the entire enemy team as far as their top damage dealers go. Well, I know what you're saying, Carl. It's just I don't know how he wasn't spotted, you know, shooting me. Because typically when you fire, you lose basically all your camouflage, and thus you're spotted. I don't care that he killed me. I was just, yeah. Because that rarely happens, someone that close shooting, unless there's like multiple bushes in effect, which there wasn't there. Well, I'm gonna try this side again, the 1 to 3. There's one already. Probably gonna... Our T10 is not going that way. Most of our team's not going this way. Alright, this is one way to make me... I'm actually very much contemplating running away from here. It's just not having enough support leads to a dead TD with no turret. I'm going to set up more towards the center. Is there a reason why you're sitting in a spot where you literally can't do anything? Yep. I don't have 6th Sense, so my bad. With the way I'm driving, this is gonna be cringe-worthy, I feel like. I don't know what it is about this map. I can't drive on it. Yep, hit him high. And I could have pinned him there, but too late for that. I'm just getting a little bit angry at myself because I'm not putting myself in a spot to help my team. I tried to help you, T-28 Proto. Screw it, I'll help him. Do it? Oh, he died. These two were just easier to kill with this Jag Panther coming up than trying to fight a Cent 7 and a T10. Nope. Time to go to HE. If that doesn't work, APCR. Oh, crap. Yeah. Oh, I screwed that up. I shot him. Yeah. Sorry, buddy, you got done in by premium round. Yeah, I saw my loader was dead. Thanks for pointing it out, though. He's actually, he can hit my weak spot. It's the main gripe about this tank is the freaking weird ass weak spots on the top. For basically the tier 7 on up, the enemy has the first shot on you. No matter how you come around a corner or anything, they have almost, especially at close range, they have a first shot that's almost guaranteed to pen every time. That's the main thing holding this line back. So, alright, let me hop into, I got those doubles done. Technically I'm grinding these two, but I'd like to get in a T49 match. I'll probably just stream until my personal reserves run out though, guys. Well, yeah, the Object 268 sucks. It used to be very annoying to play against when it had its camouflage, but those days are long gone. Alright, so I'm gonna try. Thank you very much, Jonathan, for the subscription. Try to get some spots here early, but we'll see how this works out. there's an RU there. Oh, spotted most of their team. I actually hit the IS-3 too. That's just icing on the cake. Right, now I need to stop shooting. See if I can get a little bit more out. Levi is stealing all your guys' biscuits. Granted, he's passed out right now. Ain't gonna get a scout over there from me, because that's honestly not a very important part of the map for this game mode. I shouldn't have loaded up HE. I was looking to shoot out the building, but that's actually not exactly, yeah, that useful since we just lost our PD up here. Anybody else gonna push up here to help D100? Kind of feel bad if I just ditch him, but I'm gonna end up getting honestly hit by something I do not want to get hit by here. Yeah, I'm not staying up here now. Thanks for tipping Levi. I'll tip him here after the battle. Hey, look, our mouse is finally coming up, and the T30, and a meal too. Fancy that. Oops, let's say I'm spotted. Hello, Deckrick. Nice to see you. Sorry, Bryant. I'm not taking any more requests right now. I'm just finishing off, doing some grinding. I could, if you want to see a tank kind of like the IS-7, I could pop in another grind match for the WZ-111-14. I'm trying really hard to do a couple grinds since I spent the first 2 hours of the stream doing tank requests. Hopefully you understand. Get angry, John. You're having a T-49 just forcibly trying to punch through you. I even know I should probably just shoot this guy. Whoops. Don't need to waste my heat with him either, but I'm gonna try to spot here. He's probably angry. I'd be angry. Ooh, Lord. Know how he didn't see me? He didn't see me. Probably did now. Go, let's get out of his view range. Hope nobody else is spotting me. Oh, that guy's got some balls pushing up in that thing. Might actually run out of rounds here soon, to be honest. I don't think I can hit him. Somebody starts moving with me, I will go, but yes. Thank you very much, Dana, for the tip. I might as well. I just hope they actually push with me. Try to hope the E75 doesn't hit me. Holy crap, the RU bounced off of me. Thank you very much. Let myself get unspotted here. No, it's my damage. Stop it. Whoa, 50B. Can we talk about this? I'm not supposed to die. I'm the chosen one this match. I think they're gonna run out of room to run around in here very soon. It's kind of slipping there a little bit. I'm gonna try to honestly dive bomb him. I'm probably gonna miss. Nope, he's trying to drown himself. You're awesome. I'm still gonna shoot you. Thank you very much, Hilo, for the subscription. Pretty decent match, though, I must say. Got an ace tanker, actually. Best match I've ever had in it, as well. I'm glad I had a urge to play the T49 there, because that was, especially recovering, I lost a bit of HP and I pulled back. That's how you abuse some hills. Got patrol duty, ace tanker. As far as assisted damage, 4,800, and I did 2,700 direct damage. But I pretty much spotted almost their entire team. Yeah, and as far as experience goes, most out of everybody. But that was a pretty fun match. Down in that corner near our base, I was kind of abusing the bushes. I've done that a few times recently to where I knew where I needed to go to get things done. So luckily that worked out. Alrighty then. So I need to tip the dog. I need to add East Tanker Biscuit to the shop. Also, I need to clip that out. Alrighty. So next up, I can't do the IS-7 just because I really want to grind, but I will do WZ again, since that's it's kind of close to the IS-7. Go. Thank you very much though again for the tip. The E5 is good, yes, still. Hey, buddy. Hey, here you go. Yeah, it's a biscuit. Oh, poor dog, he's so tired. He just looked at me like, you just woke me up for a treat. But yeah, the E5 though is still very good. It just actually has a weak spot now, so. I don't not like lights, it's just I don't always play them the best. But the T-49 is more of a medium, I feel like, that can scout. You just don't use the derp gun on it, honestly. Especially next patch, or not, they're looking to buff it in 2 patches. The 105 on it, so it's just gonna get nasty. They're giving it more DPM and higher alpha. Wiggle my way back here. Hope that RD doesn't hit me. And he did. 14 damage, so I can live from that. There we go. He did not have a very good crew because I was able to get easy. Stop shooting me. Granted, they're all dying, but that Pete's coming in hot. And he stopped just short of where I can shoot him. They were looking to push on him, so I will... There we go. Didn't want to shoot my guy, but I'd like to kill him just so he wasn't able to get another shot off. Just gotta play this a little bit safer now, because I don't have a lot of HP to kind of gamble with. And I shot the ground. That's gonna scare him back into the field. He probably doesn't even realize I'm there, to be honest. Oof. He's lucky he has an auto fire extinguisher. And that guy does not. Oop. Kill him. 2 for 1. Didn't kill the other guy, but he was gonna burn out anyway. The most important time to do something in a match is honestly in the first 2 minutes or so. Even if you die and say you just get to your HP total and damage or assist, you're doing most or you're doing more than most people do on average in a match. It doesn't mean run out and like freaking kill yourself right away without accomplishing anything, but usually the way I find works best, you know, especially playing solo in a random battle, is find the spots that you can inflict the most damage on the enemy right in the beginning and exploit the hell out of it. Doesn't always work, but when it does, it just, yeah. Poor little guy. I should crush him. What the hell? Oh, I'm gonna miss him. Still got him now. Man, we just 15-0'd him in I don't even know how long. I almost got a Top Gun too. That was a not to say it was More fun than that T-49 ace right before this, but that was a fun battle. I got a Mastery Badge 2nd class. High Caliber award. Yeah. That I did 4,600 damage, 5 kills. Yeah, I feel bad for the enemy team. And that was only in 3 minutes and 48 seconds. We just... Oh. I don't even know what to even say that we did to them, but... Alright, so that was a fun... That was probably the quickest 15-0 I've ever... Like, I could just be forgetting them because I have tons of battles, but I think that's the quickest 15-0 I've ever seen. Alright, what do I want to follow up with that? Okay, maybe I'll play... Fellow here. I'm actually probably gonna save that one, to be honest, too. That was pretty good. See you, nice cuppa. Have a good one. Thanks for watching. Well, yeah, I know you mainly watch for Levi, but I get a good match every now and then. Followed probably, I'll probably die and like flip over and I don't know, get stuck and have to sit here for 10 minutes on my side or something now. Gotcha. I totally didn't plan that. You can't give me that much credit. I usually stream, my stream schedule's up in the upper left. Typically Mondays, even though it says 7 to 9, I typically can go later. Like once my personal reserves run out here, which is probably in maybe one more battle, I'm gonna log off, but I typically can go to 10 on Mondays. Just during the summer, basically my work schedule, I get up at 4 a.m. in the morning, so I work about 50-60 hours a week to where I only can stream here or there. I don't want to stop and shoot because that's what happens. Yeah, don't have any assist damage or anything. This is not looking great. I was thinking about going 1-2, but yeah. Obviously everybody else didn't go there either. I'm gonna hope I can... A little bit on this T-30, but... Spare me. It's just, I think they have a lot of people in the mountain where, yeah. Love, hate. It's just, our season's really, for a restaurant, it's about 4 months of the year. We're open for 9, so, yeah, it's nice getting 3 months off, but during the summer, you know, you work a lot. You kind of have to. But it's what, you know, live in a seasonal town. So not even just say if you're in the restaurant business, but a ton of stuff here is seasonal to where you just work your butt off in the summer, and in the winter, most people go on like vacation and stuff, but you know, you get some well-deserved time off in the winter. I don't know if he has, let's say I can't spot him, but I was trying to stay out of the V range so he wouldn't light me up. Light him up now, see if anybody can hit him, but probably not. Really need to do more damage. I can't end with this amount of damage. See if he pops up here, hooping with his side to me. But even though we're tied, I think I've got to do something risky. Where did he go? On palm trees. Can't hide forever. Yagged tiger. I don't think he pushed out of my view range. Maybe he did. Holy crap. He is really wanting to get to that other flank. And he's dead. Yep. I'll take that. Alright guys, their arty is literally wide open. Don't think I'm going to be able to kill him by myself. I don't have enough alpha. Nor am I very good at killing arty one-on-one for some reason. I wish I was wealthy. Thank you for thinking I'm wealthy. Oh, I'm definitely not. Honestly, you guys are very generous with the tips. I've said it a couple times before to where, you know, for the amount that you guys tip me, I really appreciate it, because otherwise I would have to get a second job. New Jersey is very expensive to live in. Almost everyone here, you know, has a full-time job and then kind of a part-timer just to, you know, make ends meet. Thank you for the emojis, Dag, but a little few too many there. I enjoy. Whoa! Don't ban him. He was just playing around. I'll unban him. I don't know why I pushed there. I only had 29 HP. Alright, but I got a little bit too carried away there at the end, I feel like. Alright, so let me hop into another grind. I think my personal reserve is still up here. Well, no, I guess... No, I'm not grinding that. AMX 1390. There we go. All is good. I unbanned him, so thank you very much too, John. But yeah, please don't spam a bunch of stuff like that. You know, a few here or there within context is fine, but luckily I know, you know, I've seen you around on the stream before. But alright, this is gonna be... Yep. Yeah, I'm not to say I'm completely screwed, but I was trying to track him. Yeah, I'm gonna lose out on this brawl unless one of these guys comes and saves me. Help me. Nope. Nothing. Even though I don't, the Mill one probably didn't shoot because that thing is god awful at aiming in. Yeah, it took damage I didn't want to, but got him out at the very least. Our little engine. Alright, so this is my last battle, it's looking like. Especially because I have to... I gotta go back, stop back at work real quick. Yeah, I know it's late. But, I just gotta do something I forgot to do earlier. Levi gets to... he loves going to the restaurant. He gets to make a little trip in the car. But I'm gonna start a raffle, once I get a moment here. A little bit difficult with a light. Okay. Yep, I'm just gonna look at you, because I know I can't pin you. Hopefully Artie doesn't hit me. I see a nice juicy shot here. Uh-oh. It's like 10:20 p.m. I got to work this morning at 5 a.m. so I missed them. Unfortunately, not really a lot of wiggle room in this map for a low HP light to do something without dying. I'm holding out hope that my team gives me some opportunities here. Oop, they can see me. Yeah, my next stream will be Wednesday coming up, 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Yeah, this is definitely going to be it for me. I don't want to be driving if I'm tired. I'm still kind of perky right now. Double awesome. Say this is gonna be... oh god, yeah. Not in the face. I was gonna die anyway, so... alright, so let me get another little raffle going here. It's just gonna be 3 minutes. Exclamation point raffle to join it. Yeah, unfortunately, I ended up doing 3,100 damage, but yeah, we just didn't have enough tanks at the end to kind of stop them from rolling over us. But thank you very much for everyone watching tonight, and thank you for the tips as well, guys. It was a fun stream. Ended up winning a challenge. You'll get me one of these days, Labobo. And yeah. Waited what? 2 aces tonight or 1? Might have just been 1, but pretty fun, especially towards the end here. We won the Bat Chat 12T match as well. That is Pascucci's medal. I could have did a little bit more there, but yeah. And in this match, most amount of damage on my team, but yeah. Unfortunately, we didn't exactly play too well as a team there. But yeah, alright, so next stream I'll be soloing. I'm gonna try to mix this in as much as I can for grinding. I'm at 17,000 experience and I'm definitely not getting all 290. But yeah, I'm getting somewhat close on some other grinds. Like the WZ111 here, I'm at 121 out of 198, so that's within reach. The WZ132A, I'm at 133 out of 240. This little Bat Chat, I'm at 100 out of 197. So it's still going to be another like week or so for me to get some tanks. This one's very, very far away, but I'm gonna get there eventually. I always forget that I'm grinding, honestly, the RU-251, probably because it's almost 300,000 experience to get to. Thank you very much, Visen, for the subscription. And then finally, I've got the T49 at 100,000 out of 229. And I'm not really grinding this fast, but your challenges help grind this out a bit. I'm at 100,000 out of 196 for the PZ7. So, slowly getting there on these grinds. But thank you again for watching, guys. Got about 20 seconds left until the raffle winners decide it. But we'll see. Yeah, I got tons of grinds here. But they're all little by little. It'll be about once. Which, congratulations, Labobo, you won the raffle. You won something tonight. I might have come off as rubbing that in your face. Didn't mean it that way. But yeah, it's gonna be like one. I'm gonna get like a new tier 10 from the way everything's lining up, like one every week or two. But anyway, thank you again for watching, guys. Thank you very much for the tips and the subscriptions as well. Have a very nice night. I'm back going, I'm off to work again. So see you guys. Have a good one.